Hey guys, all right, so we're going to go over the Halloween event. I did this video earlier and for some reason I lost the audio like 3 minutes in. Thank you again, Lockdown. I really do appreciate you looking out for me. All right, you guys, so we have this big Halloween event going on, right? And so I'm going to show you exactly where you can find these collectibles and exactly what's going on in a really cool little way that you can check out any of this information too. All right, so first and foremost, let's go into our shop. So the first thing we have here are our essentials, right? Well, clearly we have skulls in here. And then we've got our jack-o'-lanterns right here. These are your drop odds. Not bad at all, honestly. Not for the price. And so then if you spend some coins, you can get some extras here. Then, of course, you can pay money, get them here as well. And these do change with as the, timers change, etc. Then let's see, into your daily. So when you're in your daily, you're going to be coming in here and getting these pails. This is an important thing to be collecting. Collect your trick or treat pails. Hold on to them. We are collecting them. And then, of course, if you are part of the Survivors Club, it's late, I'm exhausted, but then you can you'll get your daily reward of 150 jack-o'-lanterns as well. So you want to come in here just like we get our bricks, our gold bricks, same thing when these events are going on. All right, so we also have tombstones and candy corns coming. They're not in game yet, but we'll go over that in a second. Okay, so with this, now we're in the gray market, come to your Halloween, and this is where jack-o'-lanterns can be spent. Now they have a 4-stage stash with a ton of cards in it, and a ton of gear, and a ton of trainers, and just really good stuff. And so with that, that's a choice. Or you can go for S-Class Nick. He's pretty good. I'm going for the ghost tokens. I want the gear, and I'm actually going for Rick out of that collection. So that's where I'm going with that. All right, so then you have your skulls. Next up, that's the Halloween axe, which is just awesome. If you haven't checked this out yet, 35% attack, a huge bonus to AP when attacking, healing, stun. I think that is probably the coolest stat we've seen. When attacking, a better chance to stun the enemy and regain 15% HP for 2 turns, so a total of 30% of your HP. You stun the enemy, and you get to heal yourself. That's pretty awesome. And then when attacking, 100% chance to cause 3,000 trauma for 2 turns to the enemy. That's awesome too. And trauma is such a great thing to have. So this really is a phenomenal weapon. Skulls are dropping in raid events and could be other places as well. We'll go over that again once we get into the next screens. I'm pretty sure they're pretty much just dropping in the raid events. I believe there's somewhere else we can get them. So we'll go over that in a second. But yeah, so if you didn't want to go for the weapon, you could definitely use it on all of this stuff for your armory, but I would definitely be going for this. And it's doable. It definitely is. Raid, raid, raid. All right, so that is that up here. And yes, this is like a couple of steps. I think the coolest thing about this is that they absolutely have integrated every part of our game into this. And so I think it's kind of cool that we have to play every part. So, okay, so right now we've got a mission going on where you can get even more jack-o'-lanterns. And that is by raiding. So here with your faction, you can earn together a decent amount, honestly. And then with raid coming in here, we've got a raid event going on, a faction raid event. So we have them as well as individual milestones. And then here are the rewards, just so everybody knows. Not bad. And then, all right, so going back into raids, I do want to show you guys this. So when you're raiding, here we go. This is when you're going to be getting your skulls. You're going to get those drops. So here's a 60. I've heard that the lowest is, I believe, 10 or 20. But that it should be, but I have heard as high as possibly 1,000. Now, don't quote me on that, please. I'm not 100% sure. Myself, My lowest I have seen is, I believe, a 20. And then the highest I have received myself is 100. No, I think I got 200. I know I got 100. So I'll say for sure I got 100 on my own. And then, yeah, you just basically keep rating. And if your region works together, which they should, you drop those defenses and you get these rewards so much faster together as a region. And then everyone continues to get stronger and stronger. All right. And then that makes you so much better for war. All right, so then the next thing is we're going to go on in here, and then, oh, I'm sorry, the level up rewards. They also have jack-o'-lanterns in here all the way up to 3 million, and these we're going to probably see again. All right, so coming into here, we're going to go check this out, and then I'll show you guys where the stash is. All right, so this is the event, the Haunted Squirmish, right? And let's see. Starts from 10:14, ends 11:11, 4 p.m. All right, just like in trick-or-treating, our month-long event will have you receiving all sorts of treats and goodies spread around our tournaments throughout the month. So basically, this is what they're doing. Jack-o'-lanterns, you can get S-Class Nick and stash tokens, right? We already went all over these couple. Trick-or-treat faction mission events, and tournament milestones, excuse me. And so right there, you know, we're seeing that that is exactly where they're giving them. Then the skulls, you get the Halloween axe or the weapon parts. And that's going to be, oh, that's right, the battle drop and onslaught. Onslaught is coming for sure, obviously. And with that being said, they're going to drop skulls somehow in that. And I'm not exactly sure, but it will be cool. So we should be able to definitely hit that goal within reason. And then with the raid tournaments, of course, we're seeing those skulls dropping as the raid tournaments go on. Now, the tombstones and the candy corn, they have not arrived yet, but they are coming and very soon. So the tombstones are going to be the Survival Road solo mission events. So they're going to be mission events that you do for Survival Road by yourself without your faction. And that's going to give you mods, and they are gold mods. So we'll go over that in a minute. It's all down here. Candy corn is lots of gear and also provides progress in the main mission. I'm assuming that that's going to be attached to the tombstone somehow. Trick or treat faction roadmap is how we're going to get the candy corn, and that should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. All right, so then you also know we showed you guys, I just showed you guys the daily reward, you know, that you log in, collect those. All right, and then candy corn is only obtainable in the trick or treat faction roadmap, which will only be available on non-war weekends. Also, to run the roadmap, you will need trick-or-treat pails to use as energy, which you will need to collect using before the roadmap opens. So there you go. That is exactly what the trick-or-treat pails are for. They're energy for us to use on the trick-or-treat faction roadmap. That could get real interesting. All right, so preparing for the faction roadmap, obtaining the trick-or-treat pails. You get to sign in every day, collect them for free in the store. Can be used as energy to fight in the faction roadmap. Make sure you collect enough trick-or-treat pails before the roadmap is live. All right, so that's going to run on the 15th to the 24th. And then the 29th through the 7th. Now, I know it says that, but I want to say that maybe that's for the sign-in rewards that it's got to be. I'm going to say that run 1 is sign-in rewards of what we're collecting and with the pails or something of that. But I do know that something had to be rescheduled, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I know it's all coming. All right, so then every non-war weekend, the trick-or-treat faction roadmap will open for everyone, and you and your faction can use your hard-earned trick-or-treat pails to progress in the faction roadmap and earn candy corn. Each piece of candy corn earned by a faction member will count towards the entire faction's main mission event, awarding jack-o'-lanterns for each completed mission. So, again, just kind of like we're doing in the raids right now, so many raids equals so many jack-o'-lanterns. It's going to be very similar to that, okay? And then it's just going to run the 23rd to the 25th, and then the 6th through the 8th. That's when those faction roadmaps should be up. All right, you guys, and then here are the faction mission event milestone rewards. So as you can see, as you're collecting a lot of this candy corn as a faction, you're getting a decent amount of jack-o'-lanterns for this. And then, of course, we've got the themed tournaments. We've got the Dark Harvest Raid, a themed raid event which offers skulls via stage drops and jack-o'-lanterns as milestones. We're seeing that now. Creepy Onslaught's coming. Haunted Road, and that's when we're going to see those tombstones. All right, so throughout the duration of the event, you can expect to see 4 Dark Harvest raids, 2 solo, 2 faction. So that's awesome. We've already had 1 solo, right? Yeah, 1 solo and 1. Now we're on a faction, so good stuff. We're going to do 2 Creepy Onslaught events and then the 4 Haunted Roads, 2 solo and 2 faction as well. Each collectible will offer you your own set of specific rewards. So again, you can go after that nick, you can go after the weapon, you can go after the stash, any of it. So the jack-o'-lantern rewards we went over, the skull rewards you guys saw, the tombstone rewards you have not seen yet. So this is just random gold mods, then mod scraps. And then of course you can get your defense, attack, confuse, resist, and they only have 1 on them. Then with the candy corn rewards, it's a lot of gear as you can see. And then 70 to 10, 35 to 30, etc., etc. Then the spooky stash, use your ghost tokens. So if you decided not to get Nick and you decide to go through the ghost stash instead, this is what you're getting for those 4 stashes, which gives you a nice heads up to kind of make that really good, wise choice for yourself. It's really hard to figure out if you want to go for the Nick or if you want to do the 4 stashes when you have no idea what's in all the other 3. So you've got a ton of Berts, right? Ton of gear. First one, I'm not going to say I'm totally impressed with, but it's not awful either. It's a good start. Now, 2 and 3 and 4, I'm pretty impressed with. I'm happy with it. So now we've got Stash 2, and we've got all these cards, which is a ton. And again, sorry. It is pouring rain here, and it's freezing. All right, Brady, tons of trainers. Lilith, Ulysses, gear markers, and then world energy refills. All awesome stuff. Then you get a completion ward of the Halloween jack-o'-lantern avatar, which is kind of fun. And then up here on the first one, the completion is 4 boxes of 250 cards, box A. Box A, I believe, is we'll see, box A, and we'll go down. I know it's listed down here. All right, so stash 3, we get box B cards with tons more trainers. And now we're getting into the 5 and 4-star trainers, more 3 stars, more Liliths, then platinum mods, and even then some armory parts. And on top of that, the completion reward on this one is 8 boxes of choice box B. Then on your 4th, same thing, choice box B, tons of those on top of way more trainers. Just a tons of platinum mods, armory tokens, varnish, Lilith, good stuff. Okay, so this is choice box A and then choice box B. So I definitely am going for Rick. So those are the ones I'm most excited for. But the first one is not, you know, choice A, good stuff too. All right, so that's that on that. So coming over here to look at the choice box real quick and just show you guys where it's at. It's right here. And then obviously here's that first completion reward. And here's the first of the stash. All right, you guys. So I hope this helps you. I know there's been a lot of questions, a lot of confusion. And I do understand it's kind of scattered throughout everywhere. But as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Please leave it behind or below, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. If it's urgent, please reach out to any of my handles. They're listed. That way, you know, Chantal Hawk is anywhere. Those are my handles so that you can find me easily. You know, Facebook, Discord, Kick, etc. Line. But Facebook, Snapchat as well. There you go. But that way, if it's time sensitive, I see it right away. I don't want to, you know, leave anyone hanging. All right, you guys. So that's really it on this one. I hope everyone is having a great week and staying warm. Wow, is it cold? And that's about it. Hope everyone's doing well. We're almost through the crazy. Keep holding on, everyone. Stay positive and be kind to one another, and we'll be good. All right, you guys, thank you again so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate it. And as always, take care of yourselves. Thanks, guys. Bye.